You were looking at the Turrialba Volcano in Costa Rica. It is one of the latest volcanoes here to erupt. There's quite a bit of activity worldwide right now. I want to talk about that for a second. And as you can see, this volcano releasing a massive ash plume that was heading west toward the population. They told people to take caution, wear tight clothes. They don't want to inhale this because it can turn your lungs into concrete. Look at some other images here. As you can see, this massive plume released, and you can see where the wind starts to take it here. This is when they put out the alert. Spewing ash up to 3 kilometers in the air. Shot from a distance. And here's another one. You can see the people covering their faces in this situation. You can see how it's just barreled down the hillside here toward the homes. Many people evacuating the area because of this, but that's the risk of living around or near a volcano. Now, aside from that, we've also had another eruption. This time, Indonesia, and it's killed villagers, animals. They're saying that this volcano in western Indonesia unleashed a hot cloud of ash that killed villagers and animals. This was Mount Sinabung, and I've reported on this before. It sits in North Sumatra. Apparently, it is now blasted out an ash plume 3 kilometers high into the sky as well. So, 2 volcanoes sending plumes at least 3 kilometers up into the atmosphere. It's 2 miles. And we'll take a look here at the RSOE. See some of the earthquake activity flashing there. Let's look at the short time events. Volcano eruption, Indonesia. Also a biological hazard in Indonesia. Also a tornado in Indonesia. Long time events. Earthquake, Mount Hood. And that's a volcanic area. Volcano activity at Pavlov Volcano. Costa Rica seen an eruption. We'll go down here and look at the volcano chart itself. And right here, you can see Sinabung. It just erupted. We also had a volcano erupt, Santa Maria, in Guatemala. There was a volcano eruption in Italy at Mount Etna. In Alaska, there was activity at the Pavlov volcano. There was an eruption in Costa Rica at the Turrialba volcano, as I just showed you, that's been ongoing. Volcano activity in Chile, Mount St. Helens, Cleveland volcano in Alaska. There was an eruption in the South Sandwich Islands. New Zealand seen some activity. Indonesia at Mount Karangatang, a different location, seen an eruption. White Island volcano in New Zealand saw an eruption. Nicaragua saw an eruption. Russia saw an eruption. And more activity in Indonesia, and that's just within the past 30 days. So that is what's going on with updated activity and eruptions right now. And like I said, Italy, Mount Etna, you had Guatemala, now Costa Rica. Now, it is popping off all over the place. And when you look at the ones in red, the supervolcanoes, the one at the top of the list they have is in China, High Island. Its last eruption 140 million years ago. It's located in Hong Kong. Second, though, on the list is Island Park Caldera. This is in the state of Idaho. It last erupted 2.1 million years ago, but what I want to make note of is it just witnessed activity on May 10th. What's interesting is if you look at the bottom there, you see North America again. This is Yellowstone. And on the exact same day, Yellowstone recorded activity as well. So it shows there's a connection underground between these magma chambers or something going on there. Not to mention, south of Mount Hood, we've seen an earthquake swarm. Mount St. Helens, seeing the same. And they're relating that to magma on the move. And also on May 21st, New Zealand's Lake Taupo, as well as Wakamaru, both spots here seeing activity on the same day as well. Both situated there in New Zealand, close to one another, just like Idaho's Island Park Caldera and Yellowstone are pretty close together. Also, if you guys are out and got a clear sky tonight, look south around midnight. You will see the full moon with Saturn to the left, Mars to the right, and Antares to the south of it, forming a diamond that you can't miss in the sky. So Mars is at opposition here with Earth, both on the same side of the sun. So this would be quite a sight to see if you got a backyard telescope. And if I get any footage of that, I'll make sure to share it with you guys. But I'll leave links. That's the latest updates here. This has been Dabu7. Peace.